It was an interesting opportunity for me as a writer in particular to get down to basics and get into photo editing as something that I have found challenging as an image maker, but not being formally trained. The image assembly workshop has been really good for me in order to get some kind of practical exercises and to learn many more references. And the lecture parts that we had were also very interesting because it kind of delved into the different techniques that are used for photo books as well as for movies, and kind of interrelating those formats was very interesting for me. Apart from that, as I said earlier, the practical exercises really helped in putting work together, as working usually in a digital workspace is very different and much less tactile. So that and interaction with many peers, I think, was the best part of the residency for me. In this workshop, I have explored this project of mine called Sightseeing, which has had a previous iteration, but I wanted to work with it very differently, and different in terms of materiality, as well as not including text in the final form as I have been using so far. So through the last few days of the workshop, it has been great to go through many iterations of the project as well, and through a very exercise-based format. We have managed to go through various sequences that are possible through this project. So it has come down to these kind of tactile elements and this participatory sort of element that we are talking about and bringing into the book form as well. So that is a very interesting kind of turn of events for me. Over the period of time, like, my work definitely progressed. Like, I was able to shape from a concept to what is close to a photo book now, like it's a dummy. So in terms of challenges, like the current format that I'm working with my book, like it is a little bit complex and not as traditionally a photo book, but it has been nice to work with the different format that has been challenging for me as well, just to kind of think through. Yeah. In the first phase, I was very much in a learning sort of capacity where I was like soaking in information and like new perspectives from like everyone who was there in the workshop, as well as like the kind of references that Tanvi brought out. And I think in these sessions, like we were all, I was at an early stage in my project, so I think much of the shape was developed through the following periods of time. The design process was good to understand from Sukanya, and in terms of the printing press as well, when we visited yesterday, that was good to get a sense of like the mechanics of the entire process, and to really think in like very rudimentary terms about like the form of a book as well. And yeah, I think like overall it has been an extremely nice, warm kind of experience, and yeah, I'm glad to have been able to participate in the workshop.